Hello there, welcome to NTV English News Bulletin. I am Bhavana Casey. In the beginning, we have the headlines. Ruling Alliance leaders meeting today to finalize cabinet expansion, government's policies and programs also to be discussed. 6, including 3 children killed in a school shooting incident in the U.S. city of Nashville. Police identifies a 20-year-old woman as a suspect. First shipment of Leopard 2 tanks from Germany sent to Ukraine. 18 tanks delivered after Ukrainian crews were trained to use them. And last group stage match of the Three Nations Cup involving Nepal, Laos and Bhutan being held today. Nepal to take on visitors Bhutan today. Welcome back. You are with NTV English News Bulletin. Now we have the news in details. A meeting of ruling alliance has been called for today in a bid to finalize cabinet expansion. A meeting of top leaders of the ruling alliance parties at Baluwatar on Monday agreed to summon the meeting of the ruling alliance for today. Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal, Nepali Congress's President Sher Bahadur Dewa and Chairperson of CPN Unified Socialist Madhavkar Nepal were present in Monday's meeting. Today's meeting is expected to finalize the ministerial portfolios among the ruling parties and the new ones to be inducted. Although it was said that the cabinet would be expanded till Monday, it has been delayed as parties associated to the ruling alliance failed to force consensus in this regard. Nepali Congress, CPN Mao Center, Rashtriya Swatantra Party, Janata Samajwadi Party, Janamat Party, Nagarik Unmukti Party, Lokatantrik Samajwadi Party, among other parties, are the members of the ruling alliance. The Nepali Congress has postponed meeting of the party's Central Work Execution Committee scheduled for today. The meeting will be held on Thursday. The meeting to be held at the party's central office Sanip on Thursday will discuss issues including the current political development and its role in the government. The party's Central Work Execution Committee will finalize the names of the ministers to participate in the Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal-led government. The issue of selecting candidates for the by-elections to be held on April 23rd in Tanohu 1, Bara 2 and Chitwan 2 will also be discussed in the Congress's Central Work Execution Committee meeting. The Lone Sark victims who arrived at Kathmandu on foot in a bid to exert pressure on the government have staged a protest in Tangal of Kathmandu. They demonstrated at Tangal after police forbade them from heading towards Prime Minister's residence of Baluwatar. The Lone Sark victims arrived Kathmandu on Monday from different parts of the country after walking on foot for 12 days. They say they wish to meet Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal to share their woes. The Lone Sark victims have demanded action against the illegal money lenders, ending the informal borrowing system, and the release of the victims detained on the false grounds. They say they will continue their Kathmandu-based protest programs until government addresses their raised concerns. With this update, time to go for a short break, but still to come we have. Welcome back. Now to more updates. 6 people have been killed in a school shooting in the U.S. city of Nashville, Tennessee. 3 of the victims are pupils aged 9 or under at Covent School, a privately run Christian school. Police named the suspect as a 20-year-old Audrey Hell, who identified as transgender. Hell was armed with 3 guns, including a semi-automatic rifle, and was shot dead by police. The first shipment of Leopard 2 tanks from Germany has been sent to Ukraine. The German Defense Ministry says 18 cutting-edge main battle tanks were delivered after Ukrainian crews were trained to use them. Defense Minister Boris Pistorius said he was sure the tanks could make a decisive contribution on the front lines of the war. Challenger 2 tanks from the UK have also arrived, according to reports from Ukraine. Ukraine has been calling for more modern vehicles and weapons systems for months to help fight Russia's invasion. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un called for scaling up the production of weapons-grade nuclear materials to increase the country's nuclear arsenal, saying it should be fully ready to use the weapons at any time. Kim made the remarks during an inspection of the country's nuclear weapons program, where it tested trigger technology, KCNA said. The military simulated a nuclear rear explosion strike with 2 ground-to-ground tactical ballistic missiles during Monday's fighting training, KCNA said. A defense think tank also tested underwater strategic weapons systems, according to KCNA. More updates lined up on the other side, but before that, let's have the highlights first. Welcome back. You are with NTV English News Bulletin. Now to more updates. An Australian man armed with a buzzard metal detector has hit the jackpot, finding a 4.6 kilograms rock containing gold worth 240,000 Australian dollars. The man, who doesn't want to be named, made the discovery in Victoria's goldfields, which are at the heart of Australia's gold rush. Darren Camp, who valued and bought the specimen, said it is the biggest he has seen in his 43-year-old career. Camp hadn't thought too much of it when a man wearing a large backpack walked into his prospective store in Geelong, about an hour southwest of Melbourne. While discoveries like this are rare, Australia is estimated to have the world's largest gold reserves, and many of the world's biggest nuggets are found in Australia. Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Uranus, Mars and the Moon aligned in an arc following across the evening sky on Monday, with some visible to the naked eye. This is often called a planetary parade and was visible after sunset in the west. A good view of the horizon and clearer skies offer the best chance of spotting the alignment. Last summer, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter and Saturn came together in a rare planetary conjunction. More updates lined up on the other side, but before that, let's have the highlights first. Now to sports. The third match under the group stage of the Three Nations Cup International Football Tournament is being held today. Nepal will take on visitors Bhutan in the match that will kick off at 6 p.m. at Dashrath Stadium in Tripureshwar of Kathmandu. Nepal is ranked 175th, while Bhutan stands at 185th position in the FIFA's world ranking list. Bhutan earlier suffered 2-1 defeat to Laos, while Nepal registered victory against Laos in its earlier match. Nepal so far is at the top position of the standings of this Three Nations Cup with 3 points. A winner draw would be enough for the home team to advance to the final. The top 2 teams will play for the title on March the 31st. The winner of the competition will receive $5,000 and the runner-up will receive $3,000. Bangladesh defeated Ireland by 22 runs under the Duckworth-Lewis-Stone method in a rain-affected match of first of the 3 T20 internationals between the sides. Roni Talukdar struck a career-best 67 from 38 balls as the host posted 207 for 5 in 19.2 overs before rain ended their innings prematurely. When play resumed, Ireland found themselves chasing a formidable target of 104 off 8 overs. Despite a brave effort, the tourists could only manage 81 runs, losing 5 wickets. Well, with this update, we come to the end of this English News Bulletin. But before we say goodbye, let's have a quick reminder of the major stories. Ruling Alliance leaders will meet today to finalize cabinet expansion, government's policies and programs also to be discussed. 6, including 3 children, killed in a school shooting in the U.S. city of Nashville. Police identifies 28-year-old woman as a suspect. First shipment of Leopard 2 tanks from Germany sent to Ukraine. 18 tanks delivered after Ukrainian crews were trained to use them. The last group stage match of the Three Nations Cup involving Nepal, Laos and Bhutan being held today. Nepal to take on visitors Bhutan. That's all we have in this edition of English News Bulletin. We shall see you again with next round of English Bulletin at 6 in the evening. Till then, have a great time ahead and do stay tuned with us to catch the latest news updates and the programs. Namaste.